I would start with Maddie probably.
Okay, cool.
So Trey, why don't you just hang out here for a bit?
Okay.
Okay, so we have this option. And I kind of liked what you were thinking of maybe
Shortening it. Walk over there. Just kind of like go back there and like kind of go a little farther away so I can't see the clips, and then just like spin around for a second.
that makes sense. The dream, I don't know if that would matter either direction, honestly.
I know, because it's not kind of weird if you have the same clothes on.
Well, it is like, so I'm at a campfire in this dream.
It's not a flashback. It
No.
never happened.
No, it's not real.
Yeah.
So, would my dream be like wardrobe appropriate? Like, would I be wearing like boots and jeans at a campfire, or would it just be what I'm currently wearing?
Could be.
Okay.
Doing audio for the first time, and it's a lot of information. I learned it 20 minutes ago.
I wasn't getting any.
Yeah, one of those was red.
I'm on and good, I think. So.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
So you still good with your stuff? Tag it. Your monitor is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
About 200%. So.
200%.
Yeah, I'm doing real good.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
this
This
one's
is good.
No, that was possible.
Yeah.
Because they're just coming back from overseas.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna have the name tags on it.
Yeah.
Rank insignia, if you had rank insignia, but that's not a big deal either.
Not a big deal. Okay. All right.
And you would not be wearing that inside. Just,
Okay.
just so you know. Generally outside, we're covered.
Yeah.
Inside, we're not.
Okay.
But if it's a windy day or
Something like that.
something like that, then it's
You
not
might pull it off.
Pull it off.
It won't matter. Okay.
Go behind Forbes, right next to Daniel. Okay, here we go. All right, let's go ahead and roll.
Sound speed.
Okay, camera speed, Mark.
All right, reporter, take one.
Action.
I don't know. I came out just to see what was happening, and then I was handed this flag and told to just kind of like wave it around and try and like create fake wind.
But if it's a windy day or
Something like that.
something like that, then it's
You
not
might pull it off.
Pull it off.
Not what I expected.
We are shooting what goes on the television in the room at the very end of the film when she wakes up and realizes that her husband is still alive. So, yeah, his news broadcast is probably going to be in front of a seaport, aka green screen.
So we just shot this part. Maddie was on camera as a reporter, and we had really all of Retrospec standing in as extras. It's pretty cool. It's literally like everyone in the office, besides Cole.
Action.
And so far, off to a really good start. Scene 1, done. So, oddly enough, the story of The Onlooker went through several key changes, and that scene that you just saw us filming never actually made it into the final film. On today's episode of Behind the Scenes, we're going to talk about why.
Dude, spiders are the only thing that like really freak me out. Like it's my only irrational fear.
We're setting up for the dream sequence where she talks to her deceased father at a campfire in the middle of the woods. We're pretty limited. We're on a slider and a campfire, and we're gonna try not to use any light. I don't know if that's even possible. We're shooting on Gemini. Yeah, the objective was to be able to really crank these cameras open and use as much available light as possible. So I'm hoping that that's possible, and if it is, then rock on. If not, we got a little Jenny and a couple large fixtures.
I'm about to have a dream about my deceased father. It's a bit pathological, but just, kicking in Shake Shatter.
The ending
So Onlooker was an idea that I conceived, and I've always loved psychology. And I liked this idea that the mind could create a character that might haunt them, but then dabbling with those lines. Like, well, maybe it is real. Maybe it's not real. Maybe it is real. I really think that you can make life awful or make life good based on the way that you think and the decisions you make. And so I think Onlooker was a little bit of a manifestation of this. Camera speed, Mark.
Campfire, scene, or take 2. All right, here we go.
Action.
Hey, darling. Got enough wood to last us at least another hour.
I love it out here. I wish every weekend could be like this.
Yeah, we need to cherish every second. I don't get to see you very often now.
Dad. There's something that's been going on ever since Austin disappeared. There's this man. And I always run.
Okay, pull that off and let me see this thing. Turn around this way. Yeah, I think that's the vibe.
I don't know if I said hi, girls. Hi, girl. How are you?
We got you an extra large to kind of subtly tell you that you need to lubricate.
Okay, well.
I should be the on-stander, because I just stand around a lot.
Tonight's gonna be funny when we're filming, because like you just see this guy running around. Did you bring good shoes?
Yeah. Can you overdraw for me?
Don't forget the whites of his eyes.
I don't want this stuff on my lips. I'm sure it's fine.
Are you sure?
Please let it be fine. I mean, Tackett's taking this out in post anyways, right? I got the gig. I fell into the role. I'm a method actor, actually. Yeah, I was tall, so they were like, Chris, you can do that. So that's what I did. It took me 10 minutes to put on this makeup. It's actually the final scene, I think, one of the final scenes of the film. So it's kind of interesting. It's like my first official scene in the film is like the last one. But yeah, we're here filming a movie in Jason's living room.
What's up?
Whoa.
You got it.
Yeah.
How's it going, guys?
What's up, Laney?
Oh.
You need this.
Tracking is one of those things that like literally can't fix later. So basically, they're shooting a shot of this TV with nothing on it, and later we're gonna put the press conference onto this TV magically. Power of visual effects. So we have to put tracking markers on the screen, as well as green screen, so we can make sure to key out everything else. And yeah, and then by the time you watch it, it'll just look like it was really on TV.
Okay, here we go. All right, let's go ahead and roll.
Sound speed.
Camera speed, Mark.
Scene 7, take 1.
Okay, here we go. Action.
To love is to be vulnerable. Therefore, to have known him, to have loved him, is worth all the unraveling. And love worth unraveling can turn savage beasts beautiful. So grief come, I won't run anymore.
Check, check, check. Testing, check, check, check. Check, check, check. And waveform, waveform, waveform.
Okay, rolling.
So, we are here downtown Tulsa, and it's Saturday night, 9:43, and we are filming a scene that involves rain, and luckily it's raining outside, but also, unfortunately, it's raining outside because we have all kinds of expensive gear that we can't necessarily get wet. We're waiting on Jason. I think they're probably outfitting the camera with some kind of waterproofing right now, I'm assuming.
We have another one of these, Jason? You said you have none of them? Yeah,
We
maybe.
have more. I'm sure we have more.
I think I have a good idea.
Or ponchos, whatever.
Give me a second, we'll put this on YouTube.
So we are gonna do our first attempt at filming. We're gonna go run this line right down the Brady Theater. So here we go. All right, you ready? Yeah. Gotta go. Okay, cut. We all ready? Alright, Chris, you can start first, right? Okay, cut! Right, go.
Oh, I didn't know you were gonna be right
Nice
there.
spot.
And I was like, oh my god.
Holy crap.
That's really good.
Cool. We are the chase car. All this is hooked up wirelessly to the movie. And basically all we're doing is driving right next to Laney, and then as they run, we got a cop that's behind us stopping traffic, and we're just driving right next to him and pulling focus.
I am rigging the truck so that we can hang a camera outside the window on a stabilizer. I used to be good at this, but it's been a while. This is for Doug and Caroline's conversation. She comes running out of the woods, and this guy in a farm truck sees her and thinks she's lost her mind.
All right, so Chris, what's gonna happen is when she stands up, she's gonna turn around to see you.
Action, Laney. Okay, anytime with the dog.
Stella. 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 Like it.
Well, how do you like being on set this week?
It's out in the elements.
Again.
Oh, okay. It's out in the elements. We've been roasting by a fire. We've been rained on, bitten by bugs. Yeah, it's been a blast, and it's fun just being part of it, you know?
So lush looking.
It was running so quick and it's black, right?
There she was. She's like
So crisp.
yeah.
He chirps.
Okay, attention, fix.
Action! I missed the pedal. Thanks for bringing the truck out.
No, let's just drive. We are filming our chase to the truck scene. She's gonna be on a bike. Chris is gonna be chasing her, and she's like squatting out. And then she finds Hightower in the truck, and then they get in the truck, and then we're in the truck scene. So just racing the
That's nervous.
Ever looming
Kind of
sunset.
forget that I'm a little slower, high tower. Slow down. Slow down. Slower. Cut! Fear, fear, fear. Keep it going. Keep it going. Cut! Keep it going. Keep it going. Cut! Man, this thing's going all right. Cut!
Forgot about one thing. Unlock it.
Unlock this.
Do I need to unlock me?
Nope.
Come here.
Okay. Lock it. Got a rig hanging out the window that's worth something like 35 times the vehicle it's attached to.
Hey now.
Don't knock until you try.
I mean, I love these kind of build outs and just.
All right, Forbes.
Yeah.
Let's full
It's
power
awesome, man. It's really cool.
Party it up.
Full cap.
Yeah, because it ain't working.
Yeah, you have to be
Thanks,
facing
high tower.
right that the thing is
That was
facing.
good.
So if you spin,
Oh,
like this
shoot.
way, yeah.
Okay, now what?
Easy, high tower, easy, easy, easy.
Background, this is Laney's shot. Looks pretty. The rig seems fine, yeah?
Yeah,
The mount?
I mean, I've been watching it. I'm not seeing it budge any give anywhere. No, I mean, I haven't seen it move.
I mean, it's pretty bomber. I've got it like hyper redundant, straight down, triangulated, cross supported.
We'll just re-tighten everything and get back. How'd they sound?
It's pretty noisy. We might have to ADR this thing.
That's not an option. It never works and it sounds like shit. I'm not doing that.
Sun's like maybe 20 minutes, so I think we're gonna go back, flip the rig, probably get 2 takes out of that, and I think we're probably gonna have to call it after that.
Action!
You can adjust it.
Slow down.
What are you running from? Should we go back for your bike?
No, it's fine. It's just some guy giving me some trouble with him.
I know most of the people around these parts. What's he look like?
He ain't from here.
Well, I think we should call the sheriff.
No, it's fine. Just take me away from here if you could.
You know, my family owns most of the land around here, okay?
If you could just take me to the city, I'd greatly appreciate it.
The city.
Yes, or as far as you're willing.
So, what is the Onlooker?
So I don't know, maybe it was like one of those Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter, like an ethereal spooky man, like a ring wraith, this ghostly shadow that's kind of like always hovering and moving around. Smoke monster running through the woods after this poor woman. Bruce Willis, where he's kind of like standing there in the rain, kind of like ominous. What is that? Depression manifest.
Back when Jason was explaining it to me, what is the Onlooker? I don't really know.
So to me, the onlooker, obviously, I don't even think onlooker is a real word, and I struggled with that because it was like, well, it sounds like bad English. It's like spying. It's like you're looking on something and it doesn't know that you're looking at it. And so, you know, this was about this character that was in the mind of our lead girl that was creating fear inside of her, and it was watching her and chasing her. And so, yeah, I guess in the most literal sense, the onlooker was just an entity, a being, an existence that is perceiving another entity without permission.
It was my first week on the job, and of course, me being the eager young buck at the time, I wanted to prove myself. Yeah, I'm here for the team. Let's do this thing. Anything you guys want. Jason, he wasn't super open about what was actually in the script. So Jason comes into my office, sits down, hands me the script, and he gives me the role basically because I'm 6'2". You're the tallest person here, so I want you to play the part. We're shooting on a Saturday, and I'm like, I don't know any of these people. I just got hired here, getting face paint put on. And at the time I'm going, we're gonna edit this out, right guys? Like, I'm clearly not gonna be tack it. We're gonna cover this up, right?
I was dating Jason at the time. And I remember when they started filming Onlooker, Jason had asked me to be in it. I didn't really know a ton about the project at the time. I actually got the script maybe like the day of or an hour before we actually filmed it. I knew the general idea was that this girl was experiencing grief and was being followed by this dark figure. But Jason was really excited, and so I was really excited for him. And after they were done filming, I kept asking him, like, when is this gonna be done? When is this gonna be done? And it never really got done.
Everyone that works in film knows somebody that shot a film and never edited it. And it's obnoxious. We shot Onlooker, ran into some snafus with the sun going down, and everything gets backburnered, and then you edit some scenes and you don't love them. And man, there's got to be a different way to approach this. Like, there's some things in this that are a little bit cheesy. I don't love them. Like, maybe it needs some good writing and just some things that we can shake up.
Fast forward to when we finally decided to revisit these projects. Devin and I had been really excited about White Imitation, and Jason was kind of like, well, we have all of these short films that we filmed and they're just sitting in the archives, like Blueface, which was a short film that Jason wrote about this guy who gets lost in the wilderness and goes crazy. They never finished filming that. Alaska, which is a short film that literally Jason wrote on a plane ride while we were going to Alaska that we filmed, and it never got cut. And then Onlooker, and here we are wanting to film another one. How do we make this work? I had kind of written this short poem just about the idea of grief as this monster that kind of stalks you. And so this is really when the Onlooker character became something in my mind. I took that short poem, it was like 3 sentences at the time, and I expanded on it. Honestly, it was really healing for me as well, going through a really large loss at the age of 17 and then writing this piece about this girl who lost her husband.
So it took about 5 years, and most of the time, everyone kind of was looking like this, trying to figure out this thing. How are we gonna make this work? Because we have all this great footage and we have all these cool ideas and this great story. How can we make it work? So I think in the end, it all came together. Taylor did a great job of kind of rewriting and maybe fixing and changing, maybe not fixing, but tweaking and fixing.
Yeah, it was just kind of cool to problem solve in that way and then have something that was sitting in the archives become something that I'm actually really, really proud of.
It was some irony and interest that Chris, who did not do 3D or VFX when he played the role in this film, and then it took us so long to finish it that by the time we did, he was the guy doing the VFX on his character.
And the sneakers are gone, but you can clearly see that there's some ethereal form there. It was just way too smoky, so we ended up going with a little bit less smoky version. Here it is, just like a clean plate of me running. Here's another solo shot of the guy looking up and it being spooky. This would be the bar scene, yeah. There's an early test shot of kind of the smoke twisting off me, off the onlooker as he spins around and he moves his head up, where he looks up, and I kind of manually raised his head.
I really like where it ended up. It was like just enough to be creepy, but also to stay like kind of fantastical, but also live action at the same time, which is what I was going for. Seeing Onlooker on a big screen was really awesome for me. You know, obviously there's a sense of closure. You know, films are hard and they're nice when they're done, so you can move on in your brain. And seeing the character and the way all the effects turned out, you know, it's a weird film, and you know, which a lot of indie films are. A lot of people said things to me like, "Man, that was dark," you know, and I was like, "Wow, I guess there is something dark about these ideas that I tend to gravitate towards." But real, and I liked it. I think it told the story that I liked. It's just a short, sweet little nugget. It's just a little short film, but I enjoy the complexity of it. Forbes?
Everyone looking.
That's a wrap!
Next time on Behind the Scenes.
And it's gonna be like 75 players, multiple heats, people competing against me. I've been itching for it for a long time. Again, well, when you're out of your atmosphere, it can be challenging.
Yeah, I guess they had some people in front of them that didn't necessarily know what they were doing and actually got stuck up there probably until about maybe like midnight or something. You could see their headlamps just like sitting on the side of the wall.